I ordered this 1886 about a month or so ago. It's been in, but I hadn't had time to go pick it up. Got it today. Now I'm going to unbox it and see how good it looks. Of course, I had a brief look at it at the gun store, with special thanks to Pond Central in Opelika, Alabama. A good little gun store. If you ever need to get a gun at a reasonable price, they'll hook you up. I get this camera to focus on it. Here it goes. It's an 1886 Winchester. It's the 24-inch round barrel short rifle. It's in 45-90, obviously. It's got a 1 20-inch twist, and it's an awesome looking gun. Here I'm unboxing it so we can take a look at it. It's got the traditional buckhorn, semi-buckhorn sight, which is not my favorite. I've taken it off all my guns and swapped them out for a receiver mounted or a tang mounted peep sight. This one here is made by Miroku in Japan, and they are got some really fine craftsmanship going on down there in Japan. If you'll notice the straight grip on the stock. It's a beautiful gun. I really like it. On the carbine and the straight grip, the tang on the bottom is quite a bit longer than on the pistol grip. You see, it's got the 4-end cap, full-length tubular magazine, gold or brass bead front sight, and right here you can see it says 45-90 black powder only. It's got the semi-buckhorn dual locking lugs. Right there is where the screws are that I'm going to use to mount the receiver sight. There's pretty straight grain on it, but it's beautiful wood. The fit to finish is really good. The wood's a little proud. Winchester always does that, so when you refinish it, you'll have plenty of wood to work with, but not too proud. All the metal to wood fit was excellent. Didn't find a single flaw in the whole gun. There wasn't any scratches. All the wood to metal fit was perfect. I like that steel butt plate, how it matches your shoulder. And these guns are pretty hefty, so they don't recoil. See that curve right there? That's traditional on these 1886s. It has some cosmoline on it, which makes it look a little bit, the finish not look quite as good. Once I get that cleaned off, you'll be able to see that deep dark blue. It's got a really interesting, see that little, the interesting grains and stuff in this wood stock. And the nice thing about the oil finish, if you get any scratches on it, you can just sand it out of there and then put some more oil on it and you're good to go. That little streaks there is that cosmoline. Once I get that cleaned off with I got to take it, open it up and get all that stuff out of it and clean the bore, and then we're going to take it out and shoot it the next, probably Saturday, and I'll make a video on that as well. And so look forward to having you guys come and watch that. And if you haven't already, like and subscribe, and that way you can keep up to date with what we're doing. It really just looks like they did a good job on this gun. And we're going to try it out and see how the accuracy is. See, obviously, what the power of the gun is. It's a really well built gun. Has the same barrel on it that the 4570 does. Here I'm going to compare it with the carbine, and we'll see what a little comparison. Carbine obviously has the 4-end band on it, and it has a 22-inch barrel, so it's only 2 inches shorter than the rifle. It has a long tang on the bottom. Of course, it says Browning on the top because that one is a Browning. That one there has the safety. I don't mind the safety. Safety is actually quite good if you're teaching young people how to shoot, and you're teaching them how to lower the hammer properly when they're hunting, so they don't accidentally slip it off their thumb and go boom when they're not expecting it. You can go ahead and just have them slide it up on this, or actually you pull back, slide it back onto safety, and then lower the hammer, and then you don't have to worry about any accidental discharges. Because accidentally discharging this gun, even though it's pointed in a safe direction, if you're not holding it properly, that will probably bruise your hand pretty good. Yeah, some nice looking guns right there. Like I said, we're going to be taking them out and shooting them this weekend. Well, shooting the top one anyhow. Here's just a close-up look of the butt and the butt plate and just how it matches up really good. And right here, some really close-ups so you can see that the wood to metal fit is really good. The metal to metal fit was really good as well. Just going over it, you know, a new gun, you kind of really want to go over it good and just see if it actually looks like it's new. Because I've seen brand new guns that had scratches and stuff from the factory that just wasn't what it should have been. Sights were on wrong, or sights had were painted wrong, or whatever, you know. Right there, you can see that cosmoline's on there pretty thick. I hadn't got it cleaned off yet. I just opened the box. We'll get that cleaned off and do some more video footage out in the sun where you can see it. It's raining today. Can't really do any shooting today. It's supposed to be clear tomorrow. We'll see what we can do tomorrow. Just really, you can see there's some 4590 shells. I'll try to do some comparisons so you can see the difference between 4590 and 4570 shells, just for a comparison. You see that wood to metal fit is just really good. It's just really good. The Japanese, especially Miroku, just does a really good job of building their firearms, and just really top notch. They really, I mean, the action's good too. I mean, the trigger pull seems fairly decent, and that safety really works good, clicks back and forth. It feels like a really well designed machine. Like I said, thank you for watching, and subscribe if you hadn't already, and feel free to share this channel with your friends that might be interested in lever actions. We have more than lever actions. We also have black powder and revolvers and some semi-automatics, not too much, but the ones that we have, we like to compare them with other guns and just see how they do. And going to go ahead and get some bullets loaded up and get out to the range and shoot this thing and see how well it does, and we will have a video up and ready for you very shortly. It's a beautiful gun. See the dual locking lugs. You can see the cosplate on that thing. It's on pretty good, pretty thick. But I mean, the wood, the metal, and the metal, there's no scratches, no wear marks.